Good morning. First, I want to start out by saying happy birthday to So Done. I need to say a happy belated birthday to Karma is a bitch and a happy belated birthday to M Wit. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday, ladies. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Who do we have in the house? Let's see. Let's see who has come on knocking on the door this morning. Oh God, let's see. Let's go back up here. Hi, Kels. Good morning. So done. Yes, enjoy your Vegas trip, baby. Good morning, Sally. How are you? Edwin Jimenez, my bestie. How are we, Mr. Jimenez? So always great to see you. Jean Wilson, my love. I love you too. Oh, Jean. Jean. Here we go, real quick, Jean. I have my earrings. You know I keep them in, girl. Good morning. Dan, good morning. Big Bad Wolf, good morning. Let's see. Knitting with Amanda Panda, good morning. Cree, good morning. Cranky, good morning. Woo, feel the love, good morning. Tina, my love. Tex-Mex girl. M. Wit, good morning. Happy belated birthday. Cat, the U.S. Navy vet. I told you yesterday, I'm going to say it again. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Thank everyone that served. Thank you for your service. Good morning, Jenny. Breezy, girl. Dorit, I'm getting excited. I'm going to see you soon. Drea, my love, good morning. Hey, Danny. Good morning. Savage Speaks has a live today, Legal Saturday. We have a live today. I posted it on my community wall. I haven't hit my IG yet, but I will. Let's see. Gina, good morning. My chat just jumped. Mandy, good morning. Wendy Lou, good morning. Okay, Just Beetle. Good morning. E11, good morning. Pick Me, good morning. Daisy Girl, good morning. Okay, I think I have everybody. I'm not trying to be. Oh, Sunway, good morning. I'm scrolling real fast, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I have everybody. So, good morning to everybody. I listened to, my God, I was on Brooke's panel last night and I was enjoying my conversation with Brooke, but I was so tired. I just, and then I had a phone call, so I dropped. But I had no idea what happened. And I was in and out of listening when I got off the call, but she had mentioned before about her having to go and speak to the police, which they have their own police department. That I know because my son used to work there when he was finishing out his bachelor's at U of H. So he worked for that medical center, and they do have their own separate entity. And I'm so sorry she had to go through that. I heard her. She sounded upset, and I was going to go back on the panel, but Danny was still there, so I just laid in my bed and listened. But this stuff, it's just crazy. Also, I listened to who else did I listen to? E11. I shared E11's live yesterday because I think we've forgotten a lot of stuff. I know I did. We have forgotten a lot of stuff that happened over these last 3 years or 4 years with the antics of JY. So I did post that so people can remember what happened, and it's a pattern. Hi, Angie Styles. Good morning. Good morning, Terry Lynn. So yes, Breezy, she was discussing that yesterday. well, last night. And I wanted to say that I did go and listen to a little bit of FBS's live. I was asked to go listen to it, and I guess um, Kevin went up, and I don't know what, but all I heard was a bunch of yelling, and then it got quiet. I have no idea what happened, but something about him uh, being a snake. That's what I gathered from it, and doing all these things to SoFlo, and now they're friends. I tell you, friends like that, I really don't want. My enemy's enemy is not my friend. It's not my friend. So this shit is crazy. And then Danny last night scared the hell out of me. But I love her to death, and she knows that. And I'm just happy she sounded calmer after she got on Brooke's panel. But hi, etc., etc. But today's Savage Live, I'm looking forward to that. I was hoping she would have went live Thursday. These last 2 weeks have been hell for me. It was the first of the month. Then we had the directors in this past week. My director was there, so my schedule is not my schedule. And I have to work. And yes, I have to work today to make up for the 3 days that I've missed with everything that I had to get, everything I have to do. So, I don't do the enemy shit. And then when I was in Bombs the other night, I'm so happy Bomb is back on her channel. When I was in Bomb the other night, I heard that it was said that Flavor had called me an Uncle Tom. I just don't understand how my Uncle Tom, because I am a member to Bomb's channel. I'm a subscriber to Bomb's channel. I don't get on the phone and skin and grin with her. I don't jump on her panel. I've been on her panel once, and that was talking about bot. I do have my own mind. I go where the fuck I want to go. And I don't give a shit what Bomb has to say about it, because you dish it out, you should be able to take it. Now, if Bomb is saying something that I don't agree with, I just leave. But I am no one's Uncle Tom. I'm not friends with someone who called me Flavor the Slaver or Flavor, whatever the fuck it was they called her. I don't skin and grin in people's face. If I don't like you, I'm not going to pretend I like you just to get clicks and views. Won't do it. Have never done it. So I just want to make sure that we're all clear on that. Okay. But from what I've been watching on the Ultimate Kevin's channel, I don't think we have any room to talk about anybody. Nobody. When I see the charges and shit you have, I don't think we want to talk about anybody. Yes, I am your biggest cheerleader, girl. I am. I got my pom-poms on the day I'm going to do a cheer. I'm telling you, I'm ready. 1 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Central. Savage will be live for Legal Saturday. Can't wait. I'm just like, I don't speak on her. I have nothing to say about her. Nothing. I guess there was a reason I wasn't getting her notifications, even when I had subscribed to her. I don't know her. And for the record, I am not the only Black person in Bomb's chat, but I let Bomb know yesterday, or was it last night, whenever. Could have been it was last night. I said, Bomb, I'm Black, in case you didn't know it. She was like, no, for real? I said, yes, I'm Black. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you people? What you say about me don't bother me, because you don't know me. I guess that's supposed to make me leave Bomb's chat. No. I can't with these people. Good morning, Michelle LaBelle. I don't go to that lady's chat. I don't speak on her, don't care to, but for some reason, she loves my name. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So anyway, I wanted to also tell you guys that Dolly Vision, if you haven't caught his Turtle Island, I have so much fun in there with the reason why people are calling in to vote people off or to keep the or to save them. Just reading his chat cracks me up. So I have enjoyed being over there and watching Turtle Island. Of course, I'm always late. Always late. I get the notification and I start doing some other shit. And then I realize, oh shit, he's live. But Bomb has had immunity for the last two shows, and she has immunity for this upcoming show. So that's a lot of fun. Yes, I called in. Everybody was kicking off Stone But Not Alone. And I just called, and it took me like 18 times to get through again. But I called, I said, yeah, let's kick him. He asked me why. I said, I don't know. Everybody else is kicking him, so I'm going to kick him too. Shit. But he also has the list of all the channels that you can go check out. So I did go check out Stone But Not Alone when everybody was calling to kick him off. And he was up there high as a kite. I guess they don't like his co-host, which I can see why. So I didn't stay there that long. So anyway, I just don't I don't deal with that kind of shit. But I go in, and PJ is so nice. I went in the chat. She goes, Heidi, I just watched your live. And I said, I am so sorry. She goes, I have a sailor's mouth too. But anyway, if you guys haven't caught his show, you really, really, really need to. His Turtle Island is good. I know he's live right now. He's doing, well, I shouldn't say that, but don't leave. He's live right now. He's covering a true story. And what I understand is that he was trying out for Survivor as well. So, and just in case you didn't know, whoever just came in here with the male bodybuilding shit, I don't know. I blocked you, not my mods. I blocked you. I have my eyes on the chat at all times, and sometimes I catch shit before they do, but unless I'm in a rant. But I normally catch shit before they do. Don't come in here with that kind of stuff. I don't play that. So anyway, let's get on with what I wanted to discuss. So I watched something yesterday, and I was so freaking disgusted by what I heard. For what I heard. So I'm going to put up my trigger warning. And guys, I am not, I'm going to let you know, I am not going to, I'm going to say this right now. While I'm doing this show, I would not speak on that person. Someone sent me a message, and I'm going to say kudos. They said that I was discussing some serious things, and then I started talking about the bee, and it wasn't a good thing, and I had to agree with them. I appreciate Heidi. I just finished Bomb replay. I'm so glad you let everyone know you are Black. I just had to let people know just in case they weren't sure. I had to let you know I was Black. I just had to, because nobody knows I'm Black. So put it in the chat just in case Bomb didn't realize it. I'm Black. Oh my God, it's so stupid. I did. I just said, Bomb, just in case you don't know, I'm Black. I like Bomb. I like when she goes on. And I didn't realize I have been a member to her channel for 8 months. I did not realize that until last night. I said, damn, it's been 8 months. Oh my God. Good morning. Good morning. Hence the last name, Black. Get it? Heidi Black. Good morning, Boomer. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So guys, I hope you're ready for this. I want you to listen to this. This is sad. This is sick. So I found last night to be funny. It was, but this you're not going to find funny. I know it's hard, Savage, but you know what? Um, Even last night when I was on Brooke's panel, and I'm going to be honest, um, she is so insignificant to me. She really is. It makes me sick to my stomach to even remind her who and what she is. I don't think I need to remind her of that. She looks in the mirror every morning. You know what you are. You put your shit out there. You invigorated all these people into your BS. I don't need to keep reminding you. Other people remind you who you are. So I understand from Brooke's chat last night that she had a lot to say, but me and Danny, I've already told her Danny is not the one she wants to fuck with. She's not the one that she wants to fuck with. You're fucking with somebody that lives right there, that's not afraid to come and drag your ass. So you just need to stop. Good morning, Freedom. So she is just like a little gnat. You know how you got the little, well, I guess she should know because she has fly strips. But anyway, she's insignificant to me. I don't aspire to be anything she is or was or whatever. I have a life. Danny has a life. TL has a life. Savage has a life. People live. Breezy has a life. Hi, 90. Sweetie, I was just saying I'm sorry for what you went through. I really am. I didn't know that happened. But people have lives. Brooke has lives. She's alive. People actually go out their door, take their trash out, brush their teeth, take a shower, change their clothes. People don't sit online all day long to see who's doing what and who's saying what. We don't care. And Brooke, I heard I was your dot. I heard that last week when you said that you've dots. I'm so happy that we're dots again, Brooke. I'm so happy. But people don't have time for that. You have nothing better to do than talk about people all day long. Oh, and I heard, Brooke, I heard what you said. She says that Heidi does content and no one watches. I don't care. I come on and I discuss what I want to discuss. I don't have to bash everybody to make myself feel better, girl. I really don't. I don't have to bash people to make me feel better. So when I respond to you, but you're not worth my time. You're not worth the aggravation. You're really not. Grass toucher, I saw your message. I hope you're doing better, sweetie. Thank you, M. Wit. So I'm just saying, I do what I like to do. If I want to drag a bitch, I'll drag a bitch. I really will. I will drag a bitch. Don't care. And I mean it. I said it. Don't stop. Just stop. I don't talk about you. But you keep bringing my name up, sooner or later, you're going to be dragged again. So I just don't care what she has to say. Someone sent me a message the other day and I told them, I said, I really don't care what she has to say. And I really don't. It's like a relationship. When you stop caring, which I never did, when I tell you, I don't give a fuck what you do anymore, that means I'm over you. I really am. But I know somebody that's not finished with you. So good morning, Roro. The proof is going to be in the pudding. So, all right, guys, let me just share this with you. I'm going to add this to the stage, and I want you guys to pay attention. Sometimes I do, but when I'm talking shit, it's even higher. My sister, my love, my baby. Hi, my baby. Miss Hazel Eyes herself. Hi, my sister. I love you. All right, let's go with this disgusting man right here. Yes, that is my sister. That is my sister. Let me see. Yeah, me and my sister. I miss you. I miss Leslie sent me a message this morning. I'm so jealous. I really, really miss you guys. My sisters are going to be going to Vegas for my baby sister's birthday. Can't make that trip because my granddaughter is here, and that will be her last, what? She has 2 more weeks before the spring break. So my trip in Vegas is the 18th. Then I think they're going to be on a cruise for my birthday, but I'll be in Vegas for my birthday, and then I'm probably going to be flying. Oh, thank you, Bambi. Thank you, my baby. And Bambi, I really do. I love your channel, and I wanted to tell you, when I was on Brooks, well, I was listening to Brooke last night. She was playing Lily, and Lily was discussing how people say she looks like John Wayne Gacy. So I started looking up. There is a Netflix series out right now that's discussing all of these serial killers. Now, the one that I really want to do are the Nielsen murders, and I am going to do that one. So, but I know I looked at your title when I went here this morning before I went to sleep. It's the Serial Killer Saturday. Baby, look at the Netflix thing, and you'll see all of these serial killers that they are profiling and featuring. So, but I really enjoy your morning lives. When I wake up, I listen to her. Yep, I enjoy Bambi's channel. Oh, she got a fear of missing out. I'm sorry, sweetie. But I wanted to tell you that I didn't know if you knew that was available. But I was in there this morning until I fell asleep. And I came back in for a little bit this morning when I was getting myself ready to go live. Where is Sarah Z? 120. Y'all better go hit that effing like button. Shit. Okay. Yep, she really does. I really enjoy her channel, and I like Vicky is her name, who now is the silent assassin. So oh, she did? What Sophie? Okay, a high catch rule. I'm gonna have to watch. All right, guys. So let's listen to this. And I want you to hear this for yourselves. And this is a big freaking trigger warning. So let me do this. Full trigger warning. Here we go.
Attempted aggravated rape, having been sentenced on May 29th of 2003. Is all of that accurate, Mr. Cook?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cook, Mr. Freeman has been assigned to begin the interview process. Would you please answer any questions he may have?
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Cook. How old are you?
63 years old.
Okay, and how long have you been in jail on this charge?
August 24th will be 21 years.
Okay, 21 years. He was 53. Well, he's 53. I want you to listen to what this man says out of his mouth. And I'm only going to play 12 minutes of this because the rest I can't take.
All right. And what was your educational level?
As of now?
Yeah, as of now.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, I have a high school diploma. I graduated in 77. And since then, I've gone through the training course on Christian education. And Cornerstone University at Allen, I received a bachelor's degree over there on Christian education. And here in Angola, I'm in New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary.
My favorite.
I just received the BA for completing the college here on Christian counseling and Christian ministry.
Okay.
And I've taken all the courses that I'm required to take, for this board hearing right here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that. Okay.
Just beat
So you were originally charged with aggravated rape, correct?
Yes, sir. Then they changed it.
Right, they changed it because of a plea bargain. Is that correct? And they offered you 30 years?
I guess that's why they changed it. I'm not sure why they changed it. I don't know.
You know why they changed it. You were offered a plea bargain and you took it.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit about, first off, what was your relationship to these two victims?
Well, Paige was my step granddaughter. She was the daughter of Samantha, who was the daughter of, excuse me?
Go ahead.
We have a delay right here. Paige is my step granddaughter, and I guess the other little girl, Taylor, she was a
Yes,
good friend of Paige's. They went to school together.
Bonnie, yes, I did.
That's what the relationship was.
And how often would they come to visit?
Well, Paige was pushed off on me every weekend.
Pushed
Her mother-
off on him. Listen.
Wanted me to come out there and pick her up and watch her from Sunday to Monday and bring her back Monday night.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit what happened? And tell the truth. What exactly
Tell the
happened
truth.
between you and these two girls?
Well, Paige came into my room
Oh, Angie, I'm sorry. Bye,
Night.
sweetie. I forgot. I'm sorry.
that she lost her virginity. Okay. And she came in my room and I'm laying on my bed watching television, drinking a beer. And she climbs up on me like a puppy and puts her tail right in my face. And she tells me to kiss her. And so I kissed her and she said, "Stick your tongue out, Paw Daddy." So I stuck my tongue out. And she said, "Make it hard, Paw Daddy, make it stiff." And when I did, she pushed herself so hard on me, on my face, and she took her virginity on.
Okay. This 10-year-old girl crawled up on him like a pet, put her butt in his face, and told him to kiss her. And then she told him to make it hard. Yes, you heard it. She's 10 years old now. I'm telling you.
on my tongue. And I said, "Paige," I said, "why'd you do that?" She got up, she just went back in her room. And the next day, which was a Sunday, we went out there to the country and picked up Taylor, her friend. And the next morning, Monday morning, I got up. I mean, it did nothing happen, but I got up next morning and Paige was in the bathroom and she started hollering for my name. And so when I got up, she said, "Go in there and wake up Taylor." So I went in there and I laid down beside Taylor. They had a little 4-inch mattress on the floor. She didn't have a bedstead. And so I laid down beside Taylor. I started brushing her hair out of her eyes. I said, "Taylor, honey, wake up." And she opened her eyes, and when she looked at me, she was in total shock.
I want you to hear what he said and how he was in the room.
And I said, "Taylor," I said, "it's me, Paw Daddy." And she didn't say anything.
Paw
She was
Daddy.
still in shock. And so I got up and I backed out of the room. Now, grant you, I was naked, okay? Because I always sleep naked. And
You were naked. You have two 10-year-old girls in your home. You go and wake up a 10-year-old girl, butt ass naked, and you call yourself Paw Daddy. Get the fuck out of here.
in my bed. And I backed out of the room.
Muggsy.
To make a long story short, took her home and she told her daddy that I slept with her and tried to rape her, which is not true.
You walked into a young girl's room naked, is what you're trying to tell me. You didn't think nothing was wrong with walking into that little girl's room naked?
Well, sir, I had no conscience about sin, none.
No conscience
Right
about
from
sin.
wrong. That's just how lost I was.
Nothing about morality, nothing about decency. You have two 10-year-olds in your home. You have to lean down because there's a 4-inch mattress on the floor, brush her hair out of her eyes, and tell her to wake up because it's Paw Daddy and you're butt ball naked. Got you. With your balls swinging, your dick shriveled up, and everything else. Okay, got you.
I was lost in my depraved moral immoral attitude. And that's just how it was. I mean, I was living a life as a single man. And so,
Living the life of
Did you ever give those girls something to drink?
yes, sir, I had the little bottle of, I forget what they call them, Breeze or something like that. And I asked if
Yes,
they
you
wanted
did,
one, they
Tina.
said yes, so I opened it up for them and gave it to them. And they took one sip and that was it. They didn't drink anything out of that bottle other than a sip.
So if they say that one of the little girls said they drank 4 or 5, that, and even got sick, that's not
Good
true?
morning, Maggie.
Is it true that one time you walked in the bedroom naked and had
Guys,
lotion
Maddie
on
has a
your
good
hand and
channel as well.
masturbated in front of the girl?
Yes, sir.
That's the truth.
They told me they want to see that white stuff.
Okay, wait a minute. So they asked him, did he masturbate in front of these little girls? He said yes. They told him they wanted to see that white stuff. These are 10-year-old girls. 10-year-old girls. They know but the white stuff. Okay? They know but the white stuff, guys. Just want you to know.
How old were these victims?
I think 10.
And they were that educated that they wanted to see that white stuff.
Yeah.
Listen
I
to
don't
the
know where they got
rant.
their education.
Did you watch dirty movies with them?
No, sir.
So they're lying if they said y'all laid on the couch and watched dirty movies.
Say it again.
I said that the victims were lying if they said that y'all laid around and had watched dirty movies.
Yes, sir. I never laid around with those two to watch anything.
Listen to
Okay,
this.
I
shit.
had my VCR in my bedroom and they both went in my bedroom and locked my door. Okay, and next thing I know, I heard the VCR going and I somehow unlocked the door. It had a little screen light door on it. And I got in there. I said, what are y'all doing? And they started giggling and laughing and I turned that VCR off.
Okay, he turned the VCR off, but wait a minute. You woke up a little girl, butt ball naked. Your granddaughter sat on your face. You took her virginity by tonguing her, and basically he had oral sex with her, is what he was saying. But you walk in a room and turn off a VCR because they were giggling at a dirty movie. Get the fuck out of here.
And made them get out of the room.
Good morning, Margene.
What else happened? Were there any other acts of sexual arousement that you did with these little girls?
Not that I can think of. Well, I've just told you right here.
Do you think you victimized these 2 little girls?
Oh, absolutely. I'm very, very remorseful for all the actions, the evil actions I took.
The white
Around these
stuff, girl,
children.
the white stuff.
Okay.
Let me skip
And
this ad I just saw.
promise that will never happen again. And so when I was born again, after I came to prison, that's when I started realizing.
born again
when I
in
got
prison?
that Bible and started realizing how evil I was. and
It
how
never
evil
happened again.
Mankind is, okay, until they receive God's spirit and can understand right from wrong.
The DA is strongly opposed, said you already got a break when you took the plea agreement. Sheriff office is opposed, chief is opposed. Did you write a letter to the aunt admitting the charges?
I wrote a letter to Samantha. That's not her aunt.
Who is Samantha?
Samantha is Paige's mother.
You have a low risk. You've had 0 write-ups, which is pretty amazing. And what did you learn from your sex offender treatment?
Well, I learned that every immoral action of sex is wrong.
Welcome to CT Sippers.
Shows that you're a 4th felony offender. Were you ever on supervision?
Say again, I don't understand you.
It says that you're a 4th felony offender. Have you ever been on supervision?
4th felony offender. It's the first time I came to prison.
You don't have to be a felony offender not to come to prison. Maybe that might not be.
I don't quite understand what the question is meaning though.
You were first. Okay, that's my mistake. I wrote it down wrong. It is.
He's a first.
Love you, sister. I'll talk to you later.
I have no question.
Warden, what can you tell us about Mr. Cook?
I can tell you that he's an NOBTS graduate. He completed his sex offender treatment. We do have found sex offender housing with Rescue Mission Global Outreach in Baton Rouge. And it will provide transitional help and probation and parole appointments. No DV reports, and he is a low risk
Thank you,
on the title.
ladies of ITAC.
And he works as a clergy on MAG 3.
Thank you, Warden. Appreciate your comments. Mr. Cook, is there anything you'd like to say to the board before the board votes?
Well, sir, I would just like to say how remorseful and sad I am for the evil actions I took
Oh,
21 years
God.
ago, which have not been repeated since I've been in prison
Of course they're not
They
repeated.
will
Your
not
ass
be
in
repeated.
prison.
from hereafter.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cook.
If I
Appreciate-
may add, sir, if I may add, this is the name of the ministry God gave me. It's Bless the Lord Jesus Ministry. Amen.
Amen.
Freeman, you ready to vote?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Louisiana,
Mr. Cook, I
Angola.
totally don't believe you've been honest with me whatsoever today. And there's a lot more stuff going on, and these little girls, 10 years old, and they can't make up all of this stuff. And I just wasn't gonna get into it with you because you were so determined not to tell us everything that happened with these two children. So my vote is to deny.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman. Ms. Jackson?
Mr. Cook, you may have completed sex offender treatment, but it has had no impact on you whatsoever. For you to say that 10-year-old children came on to you sexually and forced themselves on you sexually shows me that you've got a serious psychological problem
Thank you.
and it hasn't been addressed. I just cannot in good conscience vote to believe. So my vote today is to deny.
Mr. Cook, you have two votes to deny. I agree with my colleagues. My vote likewise is to deny. Good luck to you.
Okay, good luck to you. So that was 12 minutes and 37 seconds. Yes, that's what he did. He said they forced themselves on him. That little girl crawled on him, put her tail in his face, and told him to kiss it. Then she told him to make it hard. Okay. Yes, guys, please hit that damn like button. Please, 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 please. So she told him to make it hard. Then they wanted him. Oh, did you ever masturbate for them? Yeah, they told me they wanted to see the white stuff. They're 10 years old. They want to see the white stuff. You go wake up a 10-year-old child that doesn't belong to you. She's your step granddaughter. And then you have her friend there. And you go wake up this little girl butt ball naked with your blue balls, your little shriveled dick, and you think there's nothing of it because you were living a single life. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that. He's disgusting. He needs to be pulverized. He had a choice. Oh my God, he was victimizing these kids. And just like that, that parole officer, whatever the board said, they don't believe him. Those little girls told them a whole lot more than what he just said. They even asked him, is there any more kind of sexual activity? He says, not that I can think of. He knows exactly what happened. Those 10-year-old girls are not going to make up that shit. But you sat there and said she lost her virginity because she put her face on your, her tail right in your face, and you had to make it hard for it. Get the fuck out of here. And then they're watching a tape on his VCR and they were giggling, and he goes in there and he turns it off. Really? How sick are you? You done did all of this shit. You done masturbated in front of them. Ugh. Who, men, who, not just men, people like that need to be put down. And who is letting this man who is where is this woman he's supposed to be with, since he's taking care of these girls on Sunday night, with Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday night to Monday morning? What the hell is going on with these parents? Terrence is sick. Terrence, if you want to come up, Maddie, I would like to hear you guys' opinion on this. I really would, because this is shit. This is sick. This is evil, and you've taken all these courses. You've done this, you've done that. Bitch, it's not going to happen again because your fucking ass is in prison. You're locked up. What 10-year-old kid is in prison? Well, there are some. There's a little boy right now that is actually being a girl and a boy that had a shootout with the police department, and they're being charged as adults. Get the hell out of here. These are little kids. Hi, Shyla. I don't believe this shit. Little kids. They want to see the white stuff. She climbed up and put her tail in your face. She was coming on to you. Get the fuck out of here. She went and told her, what did you want her to do? Not tell them? Get out of here with that bullshit. I'm sick of people like that. And there are so many of these men. You have women that are in and go for the same shit, abusing. They abuse their own kids. Yeah, he wants to get out because he's taken everything he needed for this parole hearing right here. You got 30 years for a reason. They gave you a plea deal. Serve your damn 30 years. Shit, you can die in prison as far as I'm concerned. You don't need to walk among society, but they found him a halfway house in Baton Rouge for sexual offenders. Is it located in a neighborhood where there's a bunch of kids at? Get out of here with that bullshit. I can't, I don't deal with people like that. When I saw that shit, it made me sick to my stomach just listening to him. And then that little chuckle he did. Like the shit is funny. It's not fucking funny when you're playing with little kids. Anybody that says no, period. But a child knows about the white stuff. Nope, they cannot be rehabilitated at all. Now, I know everybody likes Sheriff Grady, so I found a good one with, well, I had it for like about 10 days now, but all the shit that was going on. But I want to show you what Sheriff Grady and his team did. And then I want to talk about that Alabama pastor that committed S. Matter of fact, I'll talk about that first. So this pastor, oh God. Oh God. So the pastor in Alabama, and I was trying to reach Angie Uploads, and I couldn't do it. So this Alabama pastor, and she said this happened in her town. He was living his life or transitioning to be a transgender woman. He was wearing his wife's clothes. He was also the mayor of the town. His name was, Bubba Copeland. He had a secret gender identity. He was pictures of him in his wife's clothes and everything else. Well, these pictures got out. And they said he was on Reddit as Brittany Blair Summerlin. He was on Reddit under that name. Well, Instagram and Reddit, if I remember correctly. He was posting all of these pictures dressed in women's clothing, And once he was outed, he committed S. Now, this man has there's pictures of him with Donald Trump and everything. He committed S because he could not take the fact that he was outed. He was the mayor, he was a pastor, he's a husband, he had kids, he was the pillar of his community. And he he shot himself when the police were pursuing him. They were doing a welfare check on him. Well, it was a slow pursuit. They were doing a welfare check on him, and he was driving his truck. He was somewhere around a grocery store. They pulled him over to make sure he was okay, and he got out of his truck and put the gun to his head, and boom. Yes, he was outed. And it's just like they're saying that it was because of social pressures and online judgment. They're putting it on everybody else. I don't understand. If this is how you wanted to live your life, well, that's the way you need to live your life. It shouldn't matter what anybody says about you. This is not like it was in the 1980s and stuff like that. You can live your life any way you choose to live your life. I think it was the embarrassment of his, for his wife, his kids, his community. But if that's who you want to be, that's who you are. Be your damn self. I don't get that. And I was looking for the picture because I had found it once with him dressed up as a woman. And I think he looked pretty good. He was in his wife's clothes. I think he looked pretty damn good. Oh, I found it. Okay. I'm sure you guys heard me clicking and rolling. I found it. Let me share this. Hold on. I found it. Here we go. This is him right here. This is the mayor, the pastor, and this is him dressed as a woman. I think he looked cute. He shot himself. It's sad, but I was looking to find that. But, this is just sad. It really is sad that this man took his life behind not being able to live his life. Yeah, he represented a town and a church, and he couldn't be himself. Then he should have just stepped away from those roles and lived his life. Exactly. That's exactly it. He could have stepped away. You could have went and lived your life. There's a lot of men that are married, have families. They decide, I need to be who I am. They have that discussion with their families and they go live their life. Women do the same thing. They're in a happy marriage, what we all perceive to be a happy marriage, but they're not happy with who they are and who they're expected to be. They come to this realization, hey, this is not me. This is what I want to do. And they live their life. I think he was quite, this is my opinion. I think he was quite selfish by doing that to his family, especially his kids. So that's just me. It's just me. So, but that was what happened with him. But now let's get to Pope Grady. But I wanted to actually talk about it with Angie because this happened in her town. And it was like, oh my goodness. She goes, I know them. And I was like, oh God. So that was one of the ones. And where is Sheriff Grady? Hold on. I want to do the one with the 10 I think this is the one. Okay.
Understand that the drug
Yes, you go
dealers
back.
don't, state attorney in the 13th Circuit, and our Attorney General, Ashley Moody. We're here to talk about an investigation that we all work together. And truly, it's the only way we can appropriately do these investigations. We were also joined by the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office, which assisted us, and the Florida Highway Patrol, which assisted us, and the Federal Homeland Security, which assisted us. And this was the single largest, let me say that again,
Say it again, Sheriff Brady.
investigation and seizure of fentanyl in the history of Polk County. Now, the sad part about it is I was here just a few months ago saying
That's
this
true.
is the
Undercover.
largest
I agree with that.
seizure of fentanyl in the history of Polk County. Listen, folks, this stuff is killing us. And my colleagues are going to give you the details about that, but I want to give you an overview. And this just rings all of the bells. So
Let me pause this for a minute because I want to address what Undercover Dunn said. And that is true. Because I know when my niece did it, you know, she was diagnosed as bipolar schizophrenic. And I'm telling you, she would hear stuff. And this is not something that you want to see. This was a vibrant woman. She would go to work. And then when her disease got really, really bad, she would go to work, go home, and drive. Her house was like 5 minutes away, and she would wind up in Galveston not knowing where she's at. She was always hearing voices. She was always screaming for no reason. Well, not no reason, but she had reasons, but no one understood it until she was diagnosed. This happened in Georgia. She was diagnosed with it, and then, you know, they put her on all this medicine. And that day she was supposed to go to work. She told her grandmother she was sick because she went to stay at her grandmother's house because she was stressing her mom out a lot. And her mom had just been diagnosed with the big C word. And she had been, you know, during this time for like 6 months, she had been traveling. She was doing things that I never thought she would do. She was spending all of this money. She worked hard all her life. It's her money. But she was doing stuff that nobody, when she went out and bought a brand new car for cash, she was just blowing through money. And maybe 3-4 days before, her grandmother had saw a gun in her glove box. So she called her dad. Her dad came over, got in her car. The gun wasn't there. She had moved it. And the grandmother had called her cousin or whatever it was and told them. And so the cousin called the dad. He went to get the gun out the car because he was worried, and the gun wasn't there. So that morning she was supposed to go to work. Her grandmother went in and woke her up and told her, she said, no, she was sick. She wasn't going to go. So the grandmother said, you know, she was going to go and run some errands and stuff. She waited until her grandmother left. She put a pillow, covered her stuff up, put a pillow over her head to keep the splatter and stuff from all over the place. And she put the gun to her temple and blew her brains out. That's what happened. And I had just came back from Lake Charles, and my phone was just blowing up. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I hear somebody screaming on the other end, and I'm like, what? And I was like, wait a minute, what? And so I called my sister-in-law, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And she's screaming and crying, and she wanted to get in the room, and they wouldn't let her go in the room. And I kept telling her, stay out of there. You don't need to see this. You don't need to see this. So I had to call around because nobody was able to, and I had to do funeral arrangements and have the body and everything picked up. So it's just, when you're going through stuff, you're not thinking about other people. I know my sister-in-law was really upset. And I had to talk to her because she was talking about she wanted to K herself as well. And no, I told her this is something that she had planned. She planned it. If you sit back and watch everything that had been going on for months, this is something that she was willing to do, that she was going to do no matter what. When they went for her last appointment, the doctor was asking her, was she having thoughts? She said no, but her mother knew she was, and she begged her mother that no, she's not. So it was all the what ifs. I would have did this. What if I would have said yes, they would have put it. To me, it wouldn't have mattered because she was determined to do it. She was determined to, she said she told her mom like 2 weeks before, if this is all life has to offer, she doesn't want to be here anymore. And when she told me this, I said, listen to what you just told me. I said, she had already planned this. Then when everything was over with, they found another gun in the trunk of her car. So she was bound and determined to do this. So yes. And so you're right. They're not thinking about other people, but she made sure that her mom was going to be well taken care of. And she did. She left everything else to her mother. She wanted to make sure her mom was going to be taken care of. So that's what happened to my niece. And then I just lost a niece. And I don't think she was trying to kill herself. She was going through postpartum depression. She was drinking and taking pills and stuff. And when my sister told me they went to the house, and she said she wasn't going to go in the room. And this just happened recently. She said she wasn't going to go in the room, but you can see where she got out the bed and she had threw up all over the place. She was trying to get to her phone to call for help, but it was too late. So mental illness is something serious. So when people keep going about their mental health and their PTSD and all of this stuff, nobody wants to hear that because you're not taking mental health seriously. This is something that's serious. And there's so many people that lose their lives every year to either their mental illness or someone else's mental illness, because once they get to that breaking point, that's it. You've already broke that. So, yeah, I mean, so once you get to that high throw rocks with Angie, once you get to that breaking point and you're talking about your mental health, what about somebody else's mental health? What about somebody else's mental health? My nephew was given something bad. And this is my nephew, my sister's son. He was diagnosed with the same thing. When he doesn't take his medicine, my sister calls in and she'll tell them, I need a health officer. I need my son taken to the hospital. He hasn't taken his meds. She makes sure that the police know he's in a manic state and he needs to be transported. So they don't send just any cop. They send someone who's trained to handle this. And when they get there, he's good. They said, you can either go in the ambulance on your own accord, or we will strap you and take you. And he just gets on the gurney and they take him. Once they get him up to his medication, and now he takes those shots every 3 months. So it's no longer pills. Oh, Gino Brunelli. So it's no longer pills. He gets the shots. Hi, Pet My Rock. I knew it was you. I saw the girl. I saw the little. I knew it was you. I didn't know if you wanted me to tell anybody it was you, but I saw the rock. So I'm just letting you know, people's mental health is not something you need to play with at all. I am doing fine, sweetie. Every day I'm getting a little bit stronger and stronger, but I get tired of hearing people saying about their mental health and about if your mental health is that bad, you need to leave, take a break, go take care of yourself. Yep, and that's what she does. Oh my God. Yeah, so that's exactly what my sister does. And I'm going to get her on here so she can talk to you about what she's been through in the last uh 6, 7 years, because he would go through, he flooded out her whole townhouse one day. He was mad. Seriously, flooded it out, turned on every water thing, water. She had to remove all the carpeting, get rid of furniture, but that's her son. And she's going to do whatever she has to take care of him. So, and it's exhausting. I was so worried about her for the longest time. And I told her, you need to take care of yourself first, because you're not going to be able to take care of him. So, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting for her. It's exhausting I remember he was in my car one day and we were driving and he started doing stuff in the back seat. I said, wait a minute. I said, what's going on? He was like, hey, G, did you see? I said, boy, there ain't nothing over there. Stop that bullshit. My sister just looked at me. I said, let's not play this because I'm driving right now. He was like, oh, okay, Auntie. Okay. I said, okay, we good to go. And then I did. I said, we good to go. Because I watch him. When he's behind me, I watch him. Yeah. So, you have to do what you have to do. And if they're not taking their medicine voluntarily, they have to take pills. The doctors, you have to be honest, and they will put them on those shots. They put them on those shots. Oh, she's good. You've seen my sister. So anyway, let me play this. She takes care of him, and as long as he's on that medicine, he's fine. Trust and believe me, he is a whole different person. But when he would go off his medicine, you didn't know what you would get, and it was scary. We went out of town one weekend. We came back. Her whole place was flooded. He had damn near destroyed the kitchen, and I was so mad. I wanted to go at him. She was like, nope. And she called, had him picked up. And first thing she says, my son is in a medical crisis. And they know when she calls, she normally gets the same as, I think, as 1 or 2 officers. And she knows if she's calling at this time, this officer's on duty. She knows if she's calling at that time, but she hasn't had to call them in little over probably like 2 years now since he's been getting those shots. So. Yes, thank you, Chantel. So let's finish listening to Grady, but I did want to address what Undercover Dung said. I didn't want her to think that her comment didn't go unnoticed.
Being Halloween, it's trick or treat.
Now
They tried to treat us with.
This is the 10 kilos. So Sheriff Grady, he works with police in Compton, the FBI. They confiscated 10 kilos of fentanyl that was being trafficked from Mexico. And this happened on October 31st, 2023. This is how long I've had this bookmark. I just haven't had time to discuss it.
Fentanyl, and we tricked them with an arrest. And we're here to give you Juan Manuel Gutierrez Medina Sr. He's 56 years of age. Juan Manuel Gutierrez Jr. Medina Jr. He's 25 years of age. And Ruperto Roca, who's 55 years of age. Let me explain what happened. We went undercover. Our detectives are simply the very best. And we met with Ruperto Roca in Bartow. He showed up on time. Did you hear that?
He showed up on time for drug
those of you that are watching this that understand undercover drug investigations, no drug dealer shows up on time. It's just genetically inclined. So this guy shows up as he's supposed to. We can't determine his alien status, but he delivered to us 1 kilo of cocaine, and that was on September the 14th in Bartow. Then on September 16th, we got this kilo from Manuel. Then Roberto showed up on September the 16th with 3 more kilos. So now we've got 4 kilos of fentanyl. And this fentanyl is mixed with methamphetamine. It's stamped into pills. This is really pure meth. So the investigation's underway. We met with Roberto again on October the 5th and made a partial payment. They were fronting this dope to us and had never met us before. Did you hear that? That's how fluid and how much of this dope is around. And for those that are familiar with the dope world, normally you don't float kilos of fentanyl, meth,
Well, I didn't know that, but thank you
cocaine
for telling
with
me.
someone you just started doing business with, but they did. During this time, we're having conversations and we figure out this is Sinaloa cartel.
Okay, I know we have a lot of dope dealers in the chat. So have you guys ever floated kilos, with people that you just met and you've never did business with before? Because I'm gonna have to start changing my practices because I'm gonna have to stop floating shit. I'm fine.
Dope. And it came from Sinaloa to Compton, and then it came to Polk County straight out of Compton. So as the investigation went on, Juan Sr. left to go to Compton to pick up some more drugs. Now we followed him around in Compton, and he went from there north towards San Francisco, and he came back. In the meantime, we have a warrant for his arrest, a first-degree felony, 25-year minimum mandatory, 30-year sentence.
Floating means they're gonna give you the drugs. You don't have to pay for it, but you have to make sure they get a certain amount of money. And I know that because I watch Scarface and I watch a lot of these movies. But in my previous life, yeah, okay. I'm just joking. But yeah, but that's what floating means.
So we worked with the sheriff's office in Los Angeles County, and we said, hey, his phone's pinging in this house. We've got surveillance. Our guys were there surveilling. We also had Homeland Security there with us. They wouldn't knock on the door. Did you hear me? The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department would not knock on the door. They said, hey, we're glad to help you if we find him on the streets. If we catch him driving, give us a call. We'll be all over it. We don't knock on doors.
They don't knock on doors.
I don't understand what that's all about, but I can understand that if that is their standard policy, we now have another example of why
Exactly,
the
Breezy.
felons own California. The dope smugglers own California. But they made a mistake when they came to Florida
Purple
because we
Purple
knock on
Lady.
doors. We arrest people. So on the 18th, Juan Sr. is coming back. And when he gets into Florida in Suwannee
Yep, it's all
County,
front too.
the Highway Patrol stopped him for us where we arrested him. Now they're in a panic. He's locked up. By the way, we have an ICE hold on him. Did I mention that he's here illegally from Mexico? And he's been deported several times. He's got a long history with Border Patrol. And he's here again, and he's bringing poison to kill people
Hi,
in the United
Gypsy.
States. So he's under arrest. They're freaked out.
Hi,
They
Ace
need
Fox.
money. So anyway, our undercover guy's still cool undercover. And Juan Gutierrez Medina Jr. delivers us 6 more kilos on
6
October
kilos.
the 20th
What the
in
hell?
Hillsborough County. And then on October the 25th, we, along with the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office and the FDLE, arrest him. Now, what's important to point out is Commissioner Mark Glass and I have discussed this the entire time, and they're going to give you the details that I have left out about the funding.
Margine knows she was my
But
capo.
FDLE was with us every step of the way. But I want to point something out clearly. No one of us can
Yes,
do this
ma'am.
by ourselves because it quickly left Polk County when you're talking about smuggling this much drug. When you understand how deadly this drug is, when you understand that 10 kilos can overdose and kill 5 million people. You see, because it takes 2 milligrams to overdose and kill someone. when you understand that the drug dealers don't give a red cent about your life, they're there to make money.
That's exactly.
You understand how dangerous this is. Now you add to the mix that there is a very violent, deadly Sinaloa cartel involved in this that's bringing the drugs up. They're bringing them here with Juan Jr. and Juan Sr., who are here illegally. In fact, Juan Jr. was removed and tried to enter the country 4 days later after his removal and somehow got back here again.
What?
But of course, if he gets to California, nobody's paying any attention out there, because in California, they think more of drug traffickers and criminals than they do of honest, law-abiding citizens.
Don't say
So
that,
the case
Grady.
goes on. It's still under investigation. There are ice holes on father and son now for whatever good that does. But we have the power team here today. I thank our Attorney General, Ashley Moody, from the bottom of my heart. I'm introducing her first to speak. She is the one that brings us all together. She is the one that's there when it's time to work and keep the people of the state of Florida safe. You see, we saved lives, lots of lives, a ton of lives, because we took this drug off the street.
Okay, so I think Sheriff Grady and Joe Kenda should get together and do their thing. I don't want to commit a crime in Colorado, and I'm damn sure not going to Polk County and committing any crimes at all. California, I'll commit crimes all damn day. They don't care. They don't care. Well, I can't say they don't care. New Orleans, you walk around smoking weed. As long as you don't shoot somebody in front of a cop, you're good to go. Oh my God, that sounds good. But anyway, that's what Sheriff Grady has now under his belt. And guys, the video I played was from Mandu. He's got a lot of videos like that, but that one popped up and it made me sick to my stomach. Sick to my stomach. Oh, you want to go on a shopping trip to California? Okay, so you have to go to, what is it? Is it Long Beach or is what did I find that Mark? It's like shopping in New York on 6th Street. I think that's what it is. But the Slossons, is it Slossons? I think so. They have some good shopping. They have great shopping in Vegas too. Oh my God. So Kensington, the cops care in my community. They're all over the place. And see, but when this man said it, when I first heard it, Pep My Rock, when he said that they called them and asked him to go, they said they would not knock on the door. But if they caught him on the street, but they would have to be like speeding or whatever. Why wouldn't you go knock on the door if they're telling you they have them dead to rights with fentanyl? They're trafficking drugs. Yeah, Newport Beach is nice. I like Calabasas too, which my sister was just telling me when they come back from their cruise, we're going to have to go to San Francisco because I love shopping in San Francisco. Love it. We stay at the Harrington, the Carlisle, something with a C, but we're like 2 blocks from Chinatown. We're 2 blocks, make a right and go all the way out. So I love being in the center of San Francisco. Girl, see, this time when I go, I don't have my granddaughter, so I can do all the shopping for myself because normally she runs through and I'm like, okay, do we think we have enough now? But she loves to shop in Vegas. She lived there for years, but at that time she was younger. But she loves to shop when we go to Vegas. And we go to the outlet malls. We go to the big mall on the Strip, but she loves to shop when we're there. The part of San Francisco that I go to, I'm serious, I love it. Best thing about it, there's a liquor store next door. There's a 7-Eleven across the street. There are boutiques all the way around. And then Chinatown is right there. You can just go up. I can walk anywhere I want to. I don't have to get Well, unless we go into the pier. Other than that, we watch. Yeah, I can't watch Kensington that much. You went to Rotundo Beach? Oh shit. When I go to, let me see, when we go to California, we go to wine country. What is it? Is it Will Rogers or Roy Rogers had a thing, and they had, now it's still owned by the family. But I love taking those drives up. I remember we went to the last trip we went. My sister had to go to the Kardashian store. She just had to go to the Kardashian store. We were on our way up to wine country. I said, do you realize that these people are only there? They only film there. That's not really. We drove around and we kept seeing. She goes, it says me right here. I said, it's that empty place right there. She was like, are you serious? Yeah, it's the empty place. But she had to go because she was so excited. She saw Kyle. She saw Kyle the night before because we were at Vanderpump's and we had dinner there. So we were in West Hollywood. I like staying in West Hollywood too. Love staying there. Yeah, they are weird. I don't find nothing about them that's exciting. Shopping with Pebbles hits different. They're expensive. If y'all don't get that, she's Pet My Rock. She has Pebbles, little bitty rocks. So yeah, it is. It's expensive at hell and they just want to spend. They don't care. I'm like, okay, is that it? I said, why are we getting this? We just went to this store, and she just picks up shit. So now it's all me. She will not be with me on this trip to Vegas, so I can spend my own money on me. Well, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I enjoyed my conversation with you guys this morning. Bruce Jenner. See, I was going to use him as a reference. This man said that he wasn't being his true self. Wait a minute, Margene just sent me something. It says contact not found. Margene is not coming through, sweetie. Oh shit, there's a Facebook post. Every brother should send his sister $100 today. She needs cheering up. Let me hit my brother up. I gotta hit him up. He needs to send me $100. I need to be cheered up. So anyway, Margene, what was it? Okay, I'll send it, record it on hold. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I have. But if you guys haven't watched the videos on Kensington, I'm serious. I can't, if I watch them sometimes, it's really, really, really depressing. And I can't stand to see these people out there and they don't want help. People are saying, why don't they get help? They don't want to be helped. And if you listen to what they're telling you when they're doing the interviews, they don't want to be helped. They know this drug is going to kill them. Hold on a second. Let me see if there's a new one. The one I watched about a month ago had me in tears. Hold on a second. Let me see something real quick. Terrence, and thank you for becoming a member. I really, really, really appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't checked out, Terrence did a video the other day. It was spot on for what was going on in our community. And I was like, damn, is he listening to what's going on in our community? He might be, but his video was spot on. Okay, here's a live stream. Oh my God, there's a live stream now from Kensington. They're live. They're actually streaming this live stream. Okay, hold on a second. Street Souls. Let me share this with you. Let me go back here. Not yet. Hold on. Let me get back to my StreamYard. Present video. Hold on. Let me share this. Streets of Kensington. Really? Your little pebbles in college? Hold on. So these are the streets of Kensington. There he is. It's like they just forgot about these people, but they don't want help. It's like you would see these movies like if the earth stood still. This is what it looks like, these weird ass movies when you come back to the future and you're trying to survive. Look at this man on the stoop. Look at this. That's a new car. This is sad. Oh my God. This one is not as bad as the one I saw a couple of weeks back. Is it because it's daytime that they clear up the streets or what? Nope. Look at him. Leaned over. Just. There's a mobile health center right there. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, this one's not bad. They're just taking you on a tour, I guess. It's not bad, so hold on. Yeah, this one's not bad. But it's still sad. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's Kensington. I just can't. Oh, Chantel, are you? Hi, Locke. How are you? Oh, God. Morals Over Money is a good channel. I'm going to have to check that out. So, Chantel, are you in Kensington? Yeah, it's yeah, you can go watch them. I used to volunteer at a shelter, and everybody wants to be in the kitchen or whatever. I would do their laundry because when I saw how they would do their clothes and stuff, and they weren't getting their clothes clean, I started going in there. They would just throw all of these piles and piles of, they put them in bags, and those people's clothes weren't getting clean. So I would go and do laundry, and I would make sure that, everything, I wouldn't stuff the machine just to say water hit it. So, and I bought like fabric softener and stuff to pour in these big old machines, just so they'll have some type of, fresh clothing, not just to say they were ran through a washing machine. Yes, it's from, and they're just standing there like zombies. That's Kensington. Is he from? No. Well, I understand he has warrants there, but was that his stomping ground? Yeah, I had to make sure they were washed appropriately. I really did. I just could not, and when I first started going, I would go like every other Saturday, I would be on the thing. And then it got to the point, I don't do anything on a Saturday morning. So I would sit asleep and all day. I would just get up and I would go. And then I did the same. I started volunteering at this Catholic charity too, which is right down the street. So my Saturdays was taken up from 7 to 1. And then on Sundays, I had signed up to go to Houston's biggest food pantry. We would pack all of this food and everything and make sure the people are there to pick up their stuff. So I enjoy doing that. We go downtown one time a month, but we walk around my area Tuesday night. Okay, Chantel. Oh, it does. It eats their flesh and they pick at it. I told you, seriously, pet my rock. Go to YouTube. You can see some of these videos where these people are picking. They have big old holes and it eats you from the inside out. And you see them, they're just standing there. They're frozen. They're leaning over. They're not moving. They're like zombies. It's disgusting. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say disgusting, but yeah. And people keep saying, why aren't they getting help? One channel, I can't remember the name, they interviewed a couple of them. And this one lady had been out there for 3 years. And she says she knows what Trank does. She said, but it makes her feel good. And she's not going to stop. That's what she said. Oh my God. Yep, and that's the same thing that Tragic Ways goes out. She has an Amazon wish list, and people go to the wish list and they buy things. She gets it, and then she puts together all of these kits. She does tents, she does lanterns, and she goes out and she takes it to all of these people. I know right now they're doing coat drives and everything right now. So I was going through my closet and Kayla's closet, and I have some coats and stuff that I'm going to donate. And then I always do the food, especially around Thanksgiving. Nope, they can't get high. I'm serious. If you want to see, I can't play that because I'm serious. It made me, when I first started looking at them, it was like an addiction to me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Heidi? Why are you watching these people wallow? And then it's like, I felt like a voyeur into their lives, but they're happy with themselves. They're happy where they are. They don't want, and this one guy said he had lots of family and they used to come down, and he finally told them he's fine. He doesn't need anybody's help. If he wants help, he'll ask for it. And I was like, shit. Yep, it bores holes in their body, including art. Yes, it does. It's disgusting. It really is. And they'll sit there, and there's one camera crew that goes out there. They zoom in close so you can see. One guy you actually saw straight through. I was like, ew, oh, it was disgusting. Now, Houston for a while used to be really bad. Years ago when we first moved there, downtown, around Macy's and Dillard, they cleaned that stuff up. They built that big police station out there. They swept that area clean. Now, the baddest thing is, where are you putting these people at? When we were doing this green project in Houston, when they were revamping all of these old warehouses and everything else, my question was, we have all of these abandoned buildings. Why don't we make this a place for home? But no, they put up parking. They'll tear the structure down, put up parking for Minute Maid Park or whatever. It's called Minute Maid Park. They put up for George R. Brown Stadium, but you have people that are living right there in that area, or sleeping on the ground at the bus stops. Why don't you find a place to put these people? Yep, it's like The Walking Dead. That's exactly what it is. And they're just frozen right there. It's like The Walking Dead. I mean, we have all of this stuff. Every time you get people in office, they're going to do this for the homeless. They're going to do that. And they don't do shit. And then you'll see them during the wintertime. They're sleeping on the grates because it's cold as shit outside. When Houston had that cold snap, when was it? When we had the ice and everything. Oh my God. It was just, they had people going around on these icy roads, getting people out. Some people were taking people to their homes. They don't even know these people, but the city was sending buses to pick up people off the street and to bring them to George R. Brown, to the stadium, so they can be out of that cold snap. You had some of them that went and some of them didn't want to go. Abandoned malls, yeah, all that stuff. You can do so many things. You can put beds in there, just like when they had Katrina in Louisiana. All these people had to evacuate. We had them at George R. Brown. We had them all over the place. They were in San Antonio. They were in Austin. If you can get this stuff together that quick to shelter all of these people, you should be able to do this with people that are in need all the time. All the time. And y'all already know how I feel about these churches, especially Joel Osteen's church, who didn't do a damn thing for their own members. So we don't even want to go there. It's all about the money to them. When my uncle's wife, well, when my aunt died, you know, I told you and she was a member of Joel Osteen's church. We're calling around, calling to get her services there. I'm like, wait a minute. When you walk in there, there's a big ass shopping thing right there. I said, are you kidding? That's shopping. All in. Yeah. Okay. That's what a summit used to be. But yeah, it's all about the money. Him and his wife live in this huge estate, private jets, everything. And she's the nastiest person. Yeah. I don't like that man. His dad, I liked him. I used to go to his dad's church when his dad was running it off of I-10. So are you worrying about the shelter, Chantel? Hi, Claudio. So what's the purpose of having a shelter if you kick them out at 7 p.m.? Then where do they go? Yeah, he's a creep. He really is a creep. So what's the purpose? So you guys were aware when Kayla's friend was here and she was living in this youth shelter, it was only for kids, but now she's back with her dad and, they have a home and everything. She had to be, they had to be gone by a certain time, which she was in school. And then they have to be, the doors open again. It was good for them because they were in school. But what happens during the day or at night when you're kicking these people out at night? Where do they go? Where do they go? Okay, you fought for family shelters, not men. Yeah, I wouldn't want men there either. But yeah, his father. Oh my God, Joe Osteen. So when I was in high school, his father had a church. It was on, but it's called the Katy Freeway. Nice church. My really good friend used to go to that church. And I started going with her. I enjoyed that church because when I would spend the weekends at her house, that's the church they belonged to. When the father died, the brother didn't want to take over. Joe, it was not a minister. I don't know if he's ever became ordained. I honestly haven't checked. He was just a motivational speaker. That's all he was. He is a piece of shit. Oh, okay. Oh, no, you see, that's what they need. Like all of these shelters they have for women that are abused and everything else. There's a lot of those in Houston that you don't know what kind of place it is because they put these women in there and their kids and they don't want them to be found. Kenneth Copeland, there's another one. Yep, Kenneth Copeland. See, family shelters would be better, but the place where she was at, it was a youth shelter and families couldn't be there. So, but the dad was at another place and the brother and the sister was there. And I just saw her for her birthday. Was it last Saturday? Went hang out with, when I tell you, she's a beautiful, beautiful young woman, smart. She's nice. I like her. If I didn't like her, I wouldn't allow Kayla around her. And I got to meet her dad when he came to pick her up. And he was telling me that they should be getting in a house soon, and they're in a house. And now they're all back together. Hi, Island Girl. How are you? But the thing that I was worried about with that shelter was if she didn't come back, for a certain time, I asked her would they go looking for her because I was nervous about that. Yeah, I don't like that man. There's something about him I just do not like. Oh, I don't like him. I didn't like Jim Baker either. I don't like any of them. Billy Graham, none of them. Our shelters won't help people. In fact, they do it in front of the shelters and the staff don't do shit. Yep, he uses the Bible as a prop. Yep, he is. He's a motivational speaker. See, Aesop's, no, I don't know if he was ever ordained. And that mega church that sits right there on 610, when all this flooding was going on and they were talking about they had water and stuff, people drove around there and showed there was no water. And they were collecting all of this stuff and people the news picked it up. They shamed his ass. And then he opened up the place. He needs to stop. Yeah, Baker was a pig. But I like Tammy Faye though. Her makeup was always on point. She always looked like a damn clown to me. Tammy Faye Baker. But they say God don't like ugly. She died a horrible death. I'd like to visit the Crystal Cathedral. Ooh, now you know what cathedral you guys really need to visit if you go to New Orleans? You got to go to St. Peter's. You got to go to St. Peter's Square. They have nuns and stuff that are buried in the floors and priests. You have to go there. So Tammy's eyelashes, she was doing this shit with her eyelashes way before people were doing that. Wait a minute. Heidi, my pastor calls Joe Fuzzy Bunny pastor playing church. Only preaches to feel good, not the real. Yep, that's him. You have to go to New Orleans. You really have to go to New Orleans. Benny Hill, the comedian? Claudia, are we talking about the comedian Benny Hill? The Benny Hill Show? Mm-hmm. Hi, Mayor Andy. How are you? Mayor Andy, sorry. Robert Schuler's Crystal 30. Oh, yeah. Yes, they are. Oh, you're going in the spring? That'll be a good time. Oh, he's a wannabe preacher. Okay, that'll be a good time. I don't want to ever be in Texas and Louisiana again during the summer months. Anything past July, I can't. See, by that time, oyster season is over with. Crab season is over with. Crawfish season is over with. So yeah, so I don't that muggy. My first year back in Texas, I almost died with the heat. Nate wouldn't even go outside till after 7 o'clock at night because the sun was that bad. He got burnt so bad, he was like, oh no, we need to go back to Virginia. He couldn't take it. He could not take it. So when I'm here and it gets to like 90 or 91, they're talking about hot. I said, what are you talking about? There's a breeze blowing. It is not hot. Take your ass to Texas. See, I didn't know what he meant. I'm sorry. I thought he meant, oh, the Hillsong Church. Oh, him. Oh, yeah, I don't talk about them. Oh, him and his wife. Hillsong. Mm-hmm. Those are the ones that's telling people you have to donate so much to the church, even the employees that work at the church. And then they started pressuring this woman. So now she's suing them because they're trying to tell her how much she needs. And she lost her job because she wasn't giving up so much of her salary when she had already been out of work for like 3 months because of a car accident. And then they figured, well, you're back at work now. You need to start contributing. What the hell? Justin Bieber has a lot of money. Have Justin do it. I want to know if John Travolta is still a member of the Church of Scientology. But, speaking of that, Danny Masterson is now filing for, he officially filed for an appeal. We already know that his wife, Rajan, was only with him for the trial. Now she's filing for divorce. We knew that was happening, and she wants full custody of their child. But now he's officially filed for an appeal. So I'm like, you know what? Also, those 3 ladies, they're now able to go forward with their lawsuit, which I told you guys about that. And the court said, yes, they can sue the Church of Scientology. And these people haven't stopped. They're still driving by. They're still taunting them. But when I tell you play with people's mental, people snap. When you snap, all hell can break loose. What? He had a seizure. How is he responsible for his son's death? You talking about Jet? He had a seizure. How is he responsible? How is he responsible for his son's death? And I'm serious. I want to know that, because just like when his wife Kelly was diagnosed, he took his wife to MD Anderson in Houston. He didn't care what the church had to say. I don't think this man would have sacrificed his son's life for nothing. He refused medical treatment when? Aesop said, you guys had a great season this year. Hurricanes didn't hit you at all. When did he refuse medical treatment? Because this is something new to me. I heard Jet died. He was in his bathroom or whatever it was. How did he refuse medical treatment when he was on medication for his seizures? He was on medication for his seizures. Oh, Margene, you and your conspiracy theory. Kelly he took his wife to MD Anderson in Houston. Hi, Nurse Jen, beautiful. How are you doing? See, I watch Lee Remney. I love her on YouTube. Love her. David Meskovich says that he has not been served with a lawsuit. Bullshit. Paperwork. Well, you probably haven't been served because you were dodging when people were trying to serve you for allowing these kids to be sexually abused in your church. So you're probably right about that. You probably haven't been served. Yep, rumors suggest that. Yeah, Margene likes to investigate seriously. She really does. Yeah, he was on medication for his seizures. He was. When all of this, I was waiting for them to start talking about John Travolta with all this stuff going on. He's a family man. I like the relationship he has with his daughter, with his son, that he loves those kids. That man moved heaven and earth to keep Kelly alive. He didn't care if it cost him anything. If he was going to be I forgot what they call him after they kick him out, out of the church. He didn't care. He wanted to save his wife. I love Lee. Always have, even when she was on King of, forgot what it was, but I love that show. Tom, oh my God. Can I just say I've never liked that man? Ever. I watched Top Gun, couldn't stand him then, but there was a couple other actors I liked in it. I like Mission Impossible because of some other. I don't like Tom Cruise. I don't like him. It's something about him I don't like. King of Queens, thank you. King of Queens. Yeah, John to me is a good man. He's a family man. When he came back, when he did that comeback with Pulp Fiction, everything opened for him again. The Sword, then he did Face Off. I think the older he gets, you just see him for who. Yeah, I like John Travolta, and I love King of Queens. He is a weirdo. It's not just me. Something about him I don't like. It's funny how he's been married to Nicole Kidman, and that relationship didn't work. And then he was married to whatever her name is again. I forgot. It's on the tip of my Katie. He was married to Katie. He gets married to these people that they find for him, and she wanted to get her and her daughter away from that damn church. He is hot. The older he gets, the better looking he gets to me. Even with the bald head. No, don't like Tom Cruise. Never liked him. I don't know what it is. But Matthew Broderick, with his little quirky looking stuff, I like him. Don't ask me why. I like him. It's something about him I just don't like. Katie Holmes, yes. Investigate Nicole Kidman's dad. Okay. See, now Nicole is now married to my man. I love Keith Urban. I watched that one video of him over and over and over again when he's singing about, drop a blue, what is it? Blue something. I love Keith Urban. He took dance lessons from James Cagney. Oh shit. Now I love James Cagney too. Yep. I'm gonna, okay. Nicole, I'll check out her dad. Blue ain't your color. Thank you, Margene. That is my video. That is my song. And then there's another one. I love Keith Urban. There's another one I like that he did. So I was listening the other day when I was working, when I had a chance to get back in my office, I was listening to Kane Brown. I was listening to some of his new stuff. Yeah, I love Jackie Chan. Love Jackie Chan. But anyway, yeah, I just, it depends on what mood I'm in. It's the music that I listen to. I went back to finish Brooks Live this morning, and I see they took it down, and I know what they took it down from. Brooke, you had to play something by Prince. I saw the name of the company. You had to play something by Prince. You cannot play Prince. I love Kane Brown. I was so mad. I mean, his wife is gorgeous. I love their wedding. The kids are gorgeous. The kids are gorgeous. Yep, from dancer to serious actor and a pilot. John can fly me any goddamn where. He can fly me anywhere. I sent him that on IG too. I said, I want to take a flight. Can you fly me somewhere, please? Look, I'm going to go. I'm going to have to tell him. It's my dying wish. No, I'm not going to play like that. Yeah, but he is a pilot. He's a father. And the way him and his kids are, even before Kelly, and I used to love to see them at movie premieres together. Yes, she can sing too. I heard the duo they did, and they were on live. Yep, I like her. He was singing in the bathroom in YouTube. Oh, Idris Elba. Okay, I'm not going to put up Idris's picture. I know what you're trying to do. You want me to show the dinghy? I'm not putting up Idris's picture. Sorry, can't do it. Yeah, his daughters are gorgeous. I just saw the video the other day with the oldest one. She was brushing her teeth, and he's playing daddy, and he's singing to him. Oh my, not playing daddy. He's there singing to the girls. Oh my God, I love it. What's her name? Caitlin? Her name is Caitlin, right? his wife? I know she can sing. Okay. I used to listen to Kane Brown and then Kid Rock back to back when I was at work in Houston. That was always playing in my office all the time. Kid Rock and Kane Brown. That's what I would play. There are so, yeah. Isn't her name Caitlin? Yeah, now Sylvester, he is so short. Now his daughters are gorgeous too. I want to know what happened to Clint Eastwood show. He had the family Eastwood or the Eastwood. What happened to his show? Yeah, we have to have Drea. Drea was here earlier. I'll have to put it up. So I will be going live Thursday. I'm going to binge some stuff today as I'm working because I really hadn't watched anything all week. So I couldn't come live even if I wanted to. Well, I wanted to. I can have Debbie talk about it. And but I just haven't had a chance to watch anything. So I'm going to put the TV on. I'm going to do some binge watching. I think I'm just going to make me a little pot of gumbo too. Yeah, it's Caitlin. That's her name. Yeah, they got divorced. And now what is it? Is it Robert De Niro? No, Al Pacino. It's got to pay child support. What the hell you think? Having a baby with a girl that's 30-something years old. She damn sure don't want to. Nah, I love me some Al Pacino. I'm sorry. I love Al Pacino. I love Robert De Niro. I'm serious. Love them. I love Danny DeVito. But what the hell you having? Leave that Viagra alone. Having sex with these young girls. Only thing they want is your goddamn money. They don't want you. They want your money. I love me some Clint Eastwood. I like them old spaghetti westerns. I love me some Clint Eastwood. Love Clint Eastwood. I'm trying to light my damn candle. Hold on. Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, so I love me some Clint Eastwood. Yep, she's got a paycheck. That's all she wants. Thank you, Chantel, for being here. Thank you so much. I love them too, but they need to put their penis away. Thank you. What them young girls all they want your goddamn money. And you see how quick they solved the case for Robert De Niro's grandson. Now it took them a while to find the guys. Well, it wasn't a while to find the guys. They gave my man that overdose. Oh my God. I can't remember. It was the father and son. I wonder if that's the same two. No, that's not the same two that they got in Polk County. But leave them young girls alone. All they want is your money. You're not marrying them. Al Pacino has never been married. Thank you, Margene. He has never been married. I know that Robert De Niro was married to the black chick. They were married for years. He's got biracial kids, but they're not together anymore. But I'm just like, come on. Oh my God, I love Scarface. Oh my God, I love Scarface. Oh, thank you so much, Margina. I appreciate it. But don't forget, Kid Rock is yours. Harmony. Do you think Matthew? No. I was reading it. They put out some of the autopsy stuff. There was no drugs found, but they said that he had played pickle, whatever, but he wasn't in the best of health. You can see he probably had a fatty heart with all the pills and the booze he did. That takes a toll on your body. Even though you're sobering up, I don't know if he did it cold, but he had been in rehab, 3 or 4 times. So I don't think it's suspicious. I really, really don't. I just think he sent his assistant out and then came back. It could have been the heat. It could have been anything that contributed to it, but they did rule out drugs. I don't think anybody K'd him or anything else. I really, really don't. Oh my God, Big Bad Wolf, thank you. I don't think anybody did anything to him. And I had forgot that Keith Morrison was married to his mother. When I saw Keith there, I said, oh my God, I forgot they're married. So his mother is 84, I think, and Keith Morrison is like 76. She looks younger than Keith Morrison. I forgot that Keith Morrison was married to Matthew Perry's mother. I love you too, Big Fat Wolf. You guys are too much. Nope, he wasn't. He was buried at the Hollywood Cemetery. He's behind that wall. They put him behind the wall. So he's behind that wall. But I think it's they thought he was going to die years ago with the addiction to the booze and the drugs, because he had looked horrible one time. His face was all swollen. But it's amazing. He worked hard to turn his life around and to do all of this. And you just died. It was his time, I guess. It was not, I guess. It was his time. You would have went to the services for Matthew Perry. Yep, they put him right there at Forest Lawn. They said they have like 4 or 5 of those Forest Lawn cemeteries there. But they put him behind that wall, that chapel wall. Oh my goodness. And then Jennifer Aniston, now her dad, Victor Kiriakis, my God, on Days of Our Lives. I was in love with Stefano DiMera. He was a villain. And Victor Kiriakis. And then we had Tony, who was a handsome Greek son. I started watching Days of Our Lives. I was living in Teaneck, New Jersey. Tony Pendelis, whatever his name is, he walked across that screen. I went, oh my God, who is that man? And I started watching him ever since then. And then you remember when the guy that used to play the Hulk, his wife was on the show too. And when they lost their son, she committed S. She was on the show and she was married to Tony DiMera. That's the name of the character on the show. But she was married to him. I started watching Days of Our Lives because of the actor that played Tony DiMera. He walked across the screen and all I saw was a Greek god. And I'm serious. I was like, who is this man? Let me see. Tony DiMera. It was a fictional character. Tony DiMera. Tony DiMera, Days of Our Lives. I can't remember his real name, but I'm gonna show you. This is what he looked like then. Hold on, let me show you his picture real quick. I want to say images. All right, so he don't look like that no more, but he was something else. Hold on, let me show you his picture. I said he was a Greek god when I first saw him. I was in the kitchen. I was like, wait a minute, who is that? This is when I first saw him right here. Tony Pendelis, that's his name. That's when I first saw him. That's the way he looked. And then he was married to her. Then he married, but there is Tony. I'm serious. I was in love with that man. There is Stefano DiMera. Those are his sons. So I'm telling you, I love this show, Days of Our Lives. It was the show for me. So, but that was my show, and only because of that man walking across the screen. Yep, he was a good actor. So now Victor Kiriakis is gone. The man that played Stefano DiMera is gone. And when he died, I was like, oh my God, but they always say the Phoenix rises. I said, no, the Phoenix is really deceased this time. So, Stefano will not rise again. And you can see that Victor was getting a little older. He stopped filming as much. So it's just that was soap opera gold. That was soap opera gold back in those days. I mean, I used to watch all my All My Children too, with the twins when they would play off each other. I used to, girl, The Young and the Restless, As the World Turns, with what's the name of that family? With the Power family. I used to watch all of that. I never did watch General Hospital. Never. Yeah. My grandmother, when I used to go spend the summers with her, well, the summer we out of school, I would sit there with my grandma and watch all these shows. Drink coffee all day and watch these shows with my grandmother. The Days of Our Lives. Yep. So they took a lot of the good ones off. Hi, Patricia. Let's see. So they had The Guiding Light. Oh my God, The Guiding Light. Oh, I'm telling you these shows because Meg Ryan got her start on As the World Turns, or was it The Young and the Restless? Meg Ryan, she was on there, and then the one with the red hair, she was on. They all got their starts in soap operas. The Spalding family. It was the Spalding family on The Guiding Light, and then it was the Newmans and the Jack. What's Jack's last name? It was the Newmans and Abbott's, and then Chancellor on The Young and the Restless. They had these power families. I remember Santa Barbara, but I never got into Santa Barbara. Eric Braeden, yes. Victor Newman. Now he was going to retire. Yep, Kelly Ripa was on All My Children. That's where she met her husband. Oh, Anne Heck was in Santa Barbara. Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, so Meg Ryan, what's her name? Oh, and the last not Spalding, the last the one that played in, oh my God, he played Adam. Did he play Adam Newman? He went on to be in this show where the black guy was, I can't think of the name of the show. Oh, but I just can't remember. But he was the best, Adam Newman. Oh my God. Tall, blonde head guy. The name of the show is on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. It's just stopped shooting this last year. It just went off the air. They were all friends, whatever, the black guy, his dad. I can't remember the name of the show. To TV. One Life to Live. Oh, those were the days when the soap operas were the thing. The Edge of Night. Anybody remembers The Edge of Night? The Edge of Night. That was I think that was the last one that would come on before it went to evening programming. And The Edge of Night was the show. And I think when they took that off, I was like, wait a minute. I don't like that. But that was a damn good one too. The Edge of Night. There was so many good ones. So anyway, hi Maria, how are you? Maria, we were just talking about soap operas and stuff, and all these good ones that was out there. They had a lot of good soap operas now, and now they got these. You remember when Billy, what was it? Days of Our Lives. When I can't stand the one that's on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with the big lips and a funny looking hair, Lisa Rinna. The only time I liked Lisa is when she was on Days of Our Lives. She played Billy. That's the only time I like Lisa Rinna. Oh my God. So, okay. Dallas Dynasty of Falcon Crest. and Knots Landing. So mine was, of course, I watched Falcon Crest for Lorenzo Lamas. But mine was Dallas. J.R. Ewing was my baby. I didn't really care for Bobby too much. He was a simp. J.R. was just ruthless. I love J.R. And I love his wife. I love Linda Gray. But I watched Knots Landing. I never could get into Dynasty. My shows were, they were all on C. I had Dallas, Falcon Crest, and Knots Landing. Those were my show. Oh, I remember Dark Shadows too. You met Patch? Oh, I love Steve from Days of Our Lives. I love Steve. Now, what Dr. Kayla Brady? And Peter Ruckle. Oh my God, Bo Brady. Jesus Christ, that love story between Bo and Hope was everything in soap opera history. Bo and Hope took it. It was like when they had the General Hospital, whatever it was, when Laura and whoever got married. But Bo and Hope's love story was everything. Eileen Davidson. I like Eileen. I can't stand Lisa Rinna. I like Eileen on the Young and the Restless. I love I Dream of Jeannie too. I'm telling you, when Dallas premiered, my aunt was visiting us in Texas, and my grandmother was there. And we were watching, and I'm serious. When JR got shot, I said, wait a minute, who shot JR? I could not wait. And I was, that's where you had the magazines. What is it? It was a TV guide. And I'm looking. I needed to see when was the next thing. They had us in suspense on who shot JR. I said Sue Ellen should have shot Sue Ellen shot JR. We know Sue Ellen has shot JR 3 or 4 times already. He still don't die. But he's dead now, of course. But Sue Ellen was the shit to me. I love Barbara Eaton. I love The Love Boat. Yes, they had so many, and I used to love Goma Powell, Hogan. They had so many good shows now that was out then. You couldn't wait to watch this stuff. Now it's like, oh, well, it was like dinner time. Everybody's eating. Then it came up with the TV damn dinners. My mother never did, but we had to have. And then on Sundays, we couldn't have the TV on. That was our family time. But you was just Jeannie's bottle was enough. Jeannie had a whole ass thing. Jeannie's bottle was laid out. Barbara Eaton to me is still a beautiful woman. She really, Major Nelson, Major Healy. I always thought Barbara Eaton was a beautiful, beautiful woman. Luke and Laura. Thank you, Breezy. Luke and Laura. But Bo and Hope on Days of Our Lives versus Luke and Laura. Oh my God, when Bo would get on that motorcycle and he went and got Hope and her hair, oh my God, what's her name is Kristen Roxon, whatever. Bo and Hope was the love story for me. That was the story for me. Nellie Olson from Little House on the Prairie. We need some more shows like that. Wait a minute, who was the one that got burned in real life in the military that played on All My Children? Oh, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. But yes, Bo and Hope's wedding. Oh my God. Fancy Face. Remember he called her Fancy Face. And to make sure Bo was never going to come back, when they killed Peter Ruckle, oh my God, and him and Hope were by that pond. I cried my eyes out. He had been kidnapped in a prison over in somewhere. Oh my God, I cried my eyes out. I cried. I mean, I knew the man wasn't dead, but just that the love story was gone. I was like, oh my God, not Bo, please, not Bo. I like Mass too. I know who you're talking about. It's going to come to me. See, when Bo died, I stopped watching. when Bo died. And then when Christoph killed, when he did his thing, I watched for a little bit. And then when Christoph, I said, nope, no more. John and Marlena, yes, Dr. Marlena Evans and her twin sister, yes, John and Marlena, yes. Days of Our Lives have some damn good love stories. Oh my God. Alec was hot. Oh, and Steve, wait a minute. Who's the one with the eyes? Not Steven. The little skinny one. Was it Steven, Alec, and the younger one with the funny looking eyes? Christopher, yes. Oh my God. Marlena. Oh my God. Yes, Marlena and her twin. Now, we used to see her sister in Houston a lot. But you don't know if it was her or her sister. But yes. And people didn't believe she actually had a twin. She had a twin. Oh my God. Let's see who else we have. There's just so many good. Oh, Nikki and Victor Newman. Nikki and Victor Newman, that was a good love story too. And then you had Philip Spalding and forgot what's her name. They had some good love stories back then. Yeah, I can't remember. Is it Steven with the funny with the eyes that just makes you want to go, oh my God. Yes, Steven. Yes, Steven. His eyes. Oh my God, his eyes. Okay, it is Steven. Oh, I love Bewitched. I love Bewitched. When she wrinkled her nose, I love Bewitched. I did. Michelle Phillips. Oh, Celia, yes, Keith. We talked about Keith Urban. Okay, which, let me see. Keith from Keith, the hottie. Okay. Yep. Okay. The least, I used to like the Partridge Family with Shirley, and then you had the Brady Bunch. Yeah. Okay, I like Leave It to Beaver. Let's just stop. I love Leave It to Beaver. Okay. I used to watch all those old shows. I used to watch, they started putting, you get older, you started finding they were in black and white, and I love Leave It to Beaver. David Cassidy. Yes. Keith Cassidy. Okay. Now, Michael Jackson was everybody's man. Seriously, everybody's man. Michael Jackson was just the shit. I just watched something on Michael Jackson not too long ago. That man had talent. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Are we talking about Eddie Haskell? Oh, Eddie Haskell. Yeah, he was horrible. Well, that was Wiley's friend, Eddie. Okay, so R. Kelly. R. Kelly was a piece of shit. He was a predator. That man's voice. I just saw his IG where he's singing in prison. I remember when he was singing someplace else, and when he was singing for Louis Farrakhan, that man, he's like another Luther Vandross. They don't need remixing. They don't need auto-tuning. That man's voice is pure God-given talent. And you threw that gift away. But he's still using it. But Ozzy and you know what else I said? The Honeymooners with Jackie Gleason. I used to like that show. Oh, see, I'm okay. When I saw the movie Misery, when I saw Kathy Bates and James, when I saw Misery, I had when Prince was doing his residency in Vegas, I was gonna go kidnap him and hobble him too. That was what I had on my mind. I was going to treat Prince like Kathy Bates did James. I was going to hobble him. Hi, Peace and Struggle. Hi, Casey. Welcome. Oh, Lucille Ball. Oh, my God, please. All of Lucille Ball. Desi and Lucy. Oh, my God. Love Desi Arnaz. Love Lucille Ball. I am trying to... Well, after she gets herself, after she takes care of what she has to take care of, I'm going to get Lucille's granddaughter on here. Gilligan's Island, yes. Petticoat Junction, oh my God. Yes, amazing. Paul Revere and the Raiders show, anyone? Okay, yes. Kathy Bates is yes, she is. You know who reminds me of Kathy Bates? Damn it. The woman who's married to the writer producer, she's kind of heavy. She played it in a movie with well, she's lost weight now, and they do these commercials. They're laying in bed and they're planning vacation. She reminds me of Ginger and Marianne, the Professor Gilligan. Did you hear? No, I didn't hear that. I did not. I don't like Crystal at all, but I didn't hear that. Yes, I love Petticoat Junction. The Beverly Hillbillies. Here Come the Monkeys. Yes. Melissa McCarthy. Yes. That's who she reminds. Melissa McCarthy reminds me of Kathy Bates. I don't know why. No, he's just singing. I mean, I see R. Kelly look like he's having a good time in prison. But he is seriously, this man's voice is nothing but pure talent. And you couldn't, the first time your ass was brought into court, you should have known they were going to be watching you. Oh, I love Sanford and Son. Oh, I love Sanford and Son. Yes, I love Eartha Kitt as Cat. When the Andy Griffin show, I love Mayberry. I love Don Knotts. Oh my God. You had a crush on Fame. There was My Three Sons. Father Knows Best. We had Michael J. Fox's show. There were so many good sitcoms on. And don't get me wrong, I can't stand, never did like Bill Cosby, couldn't stand Bill Cosby. I used to like Felicia Rashad, but I never could stand Bill Cosby. I couldn't stand that man. Still can't. I love Perry Mason. Oh my God, I love Perry Mason. And then when he came back, Robert Burke did, was it Iron? Whatever it was. I like that. I used to love Mannix. I used to love God. What's my detective in a coat? Always look disheveled. What's his name? Columbo. Love Columbo. Facts of Life, Different Strokes. Oh my God, those were some good shows. Those were some good shows. Columbo was my show. Mannix, what is it was? The Autopsy Doctor. What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I see him now. He was on The Odd Couple. Quincy Jones. Well, not Quincy Jones. Yeah, Quincy MD. Not Quincy. Oh my God. I remember Julia. No, was that Diane? Was it Diane Carroll? Was it Diane Carroll? Yeah, I remember Julia. Oh, Golden Girls was my show. Designing Women was my show. I have always said, I am Dorothy. I am Dorothy. I always saw myself as Jack Klugman. Quincy Medical MD, and then the one with Dick Van Dyke. He was an attorney, whatever that. I loved all those shows. I love The Odd Couple. Yep, I love The Twilight Zone. Room 227. Yep, with Marla Gibbs and all of them. The Jeffersons. Oh my God, all of those shows. Three's Company. All of those shows. My brother loved watching Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. You know, it was a Roy Rogers show every morning before we went to school. Oh, Gil is in love with Ma. I love Roseanne. We had some good shows. Some really good shows that people could Falcon Crescent, yes. Yep, Diane Carroll, yes. Oh, you wanted to be Blanche. No, I'm Dorothy. I miss the old TV shows. I really miss those old shows. Barney Miller, yes. WKRP in Cincinnati. We had Barney Miller with Abe Vigoda. What's his name? Fish. Oh my God, those were the show. Sophia. Yeah, I love Sophia too. We had some damn good shows. Damn, all these shows. You know, Nick at Night would still run a lot of those too. Welcome Back, Carter, with John Travolta. Oh my God. Barnaby Jones. Yes. Barnaby, white hair. Yes, yes, yes. I love Barnaby Jones. Even the one with Tom Selleck. What's the one when he was in Hawaii? What's the one with Tom Selleck when he was in Hawaii? When he was playing Magnum PI. Magnum PI. Oh, I love Taxi. Danny DeVito, all of them. Yep, Norma Lear. Oh, my. Oh, wait a minute. All in the Family. Carol O'Connor. I love those shows. Oh my God, we have some good ones. Don't they have any writers that do that stuff anymore? You know, I used to catch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or Philly with Danny DeVito. I used to catch it all the time. Now I don't know what time it comes on anymore. I love Hawaii Five-0. Book 'em, Dano. Love that. I got into Touched by an Angel. Oh, what's her name? Murder, She Wrote. All of those shows. Yep, I love Solid Gold. The Jeffersons for the win. Oh my God, yes, he was funny as shit. Also, TV Land. I know Nick used to play them. Cheers. When I went to Boston, I went to the bar that they filmed Cheers in. Well, the name is right down from I used to stay. Well, I would stay at the Boston Copley. We would do the Freedom Trail. One night we went to the bar where they actually did some of the shots in the bar Cheers in Boston, and that's a small little bar. But Roseanne Bar, yeah, but Cheers. Yep, went there. Boston, Massachusetts. Frasier is back. Frasier is back. Frasier is on, is it Hulu? Frasier is back. I love Niles. The guy that played the dad, he's deceased. But Frasier is back on. I love Frasier. Love Cheers. Who else we have? Archie Bunker, the Jefferson. Now you see the way they did that scene with George when he moved next door to the bunkers, that shit just blew me out. And then when Sammy Davis Jr. made a guest appearance on that show, that shit was funny. Yep, American Bandstand, Soul Train, all of Casey Kasem's Countdown. One Day at a Time. Yes. Yes. When I found out she was married to Eddie Van Halen, I was so upset. Good Times. Bernadette Steiner's Good Morning, Daisy. Oh my God, we really had some good shows. Gil likes Archie and George Jefferson. Oh God. Yeah, the new Frasier. Okay, I haven't watched it, but I heard he's back. Is he on Paramount? We had some great Paramount Plus. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it. So is Niles making an appearance? Because you know Niles and Daphne should have they had a son, and Frasier moved from. He was in Boston, then he went to. Then he went to Seattle. Now he's back in Boston. Okay, I love Frasier, love it, and I love Niles. Yeah, we had some we had some good shows. Getting it. Hold on. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat. I missed the ad. Sorry. Alice. Oh, yes. Kiss my grits. Yes, Mel's Diner. Oh my God, we had some. Now, Mel's Diner, right off when you're on Hollywood, what is it? Hollywood Boulevard. You have the Grumman Chinese Theater. You have Ripley's Believe It or Not. You walk around that corner, Mel's Diner is right there. And it's still set up. Mel's Diner, they have the, like the cars and everything. Mel's Diner is right there. And their food is delicious. Okay, No Niles, their son and Fraser's son are on it back in Boston. Okay, I'm going to watch that. What was the other one? Did you watch the new show on Gotti? I heard about it, but I haven't watched it. Andrew was talking about it, I think last week, or when she was talking about it. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to watch it. Lawrence Welk. Oh my God. Hi, Dorit. All in the Family. Yes. We were just talking about that one. Who else did we miss? We had some great shows. You have to go to Seventh Heaven. Yes. What's the one with 8 is Enough? We forgot 8 is Enough. I love Seventh Heaven too. Who else did we miss? Yep, TVs went off. They had the snow. Shh. It was it. We need some good shows. We do. We need some good, things that'll take your mind off of the things. This reality TV shit, I like it, but it's not like these shows where you couldn't wait till the next week to see what was going to go on. And then some of the shows that just had episodes, there were no continuations, but if there was a continuation, I'll tell you part 1, part 2, like when I Dream of Jeannie, when Jeannie married Major Nelson. Family Matters. Now, Family Matters, the one that played Laura, I worked with her mother in DC. I remember when she got that damn role. I worked with her mother in DC. Oh, you love YouTube creators. Love American Style. That was good too. Thank you. Yeah, it was like more relaxed. See, I'm serious. When we were little, I don't ever remember my grandmother them locking the doors down their street. Everybody know that's Jack Street, which is now named Jack Street. Nobody locked their doors and shit. We would sleep outside. We would do. You can't do that stuff anymore. Everybody would run in the house when they know their shows are coming on because we all watching the same shows. Come on. The after school specials, ABC after schools. Yep, Bewitched was one of the great ones too. Oh, Mom and Fred. Oh my God. And we knew every year, Mark and Mindy, Mark for Mark. Yes, we knew every year. We had the Jerry Lewis telethon coming on. We had the St. You knew the time. Oh, yes. I love shows like that. Who? Flavor is a Mumbling. Oh, is that wasn't a TV show? Yeah, we were talking about Hawaii Five-0. Oh, and Miami Vice. Don Johnson. Everybody like Philip. I love me some Don Johnson. I'm telling you. Miami Vice. You stay 5 minutes from Lakewood Church? Oh, the old Lakewood Church. Okay, the old one. Okay. I know the area you in, woman. Okay. Jezebel, we don't care what Flavor is talking about. Honestly, I don't. Yes, we should do that. Oh, yeah. Buffy. Oh, what's the one? Yeah. When the guy that had the 2 kids that came, Buffy and whatever, and they had the butler, and then we had the Fresh Prince. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, I love that show. Yeah, we talked about the love of Ricky Nelson. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we talked about Knots Landing. Yep, his partner wasn't bad either, but I just love me some Don Johnson. I remember when he married Melanie Griffith, and that was one movie I liked with him. Was like, what What about Mel? That was a good movie, but I love me some Don Johnson. Mannix, yep, we watch all of those. Fantasy Island, the plane. We need to do Fantasy Island. We need to get everybody on island, make their fantasies come true. Those were the days. Okay. Yep, Julia. Yep, that was Diane Carroll. She was a new wasn't James Earl Jones on that with her? Oh, was that the movie? Because they did the movie and then they did that. So I'm just like, wait a minute here. We had so many good shows. Really, really good shows. Let's see. What else did we have that we watched? Everybody was into Star Trek. I wasn't. I didn't, because Captain Kirk was a hoe. He would stick his PP in anything. He don't care if you were green, orange, purple. I did. I liked the Little Miami Vice, but not like I couldn't go a week without seeing it. So yeah, like when, like Christmas time, everybody knows that Rudolph was coming on, The Wizard of Oz, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Thanksgiving. You already knew what shows were going to be playing. And, you had to. Carol Burnett was my shit. Hi, Jody. I love Gidget, the Flying Nun. Oh, my God. Hi, Jody. How are you? Carol Burnett was the shit. And I hate to see what she's going through with her daughter. I really do. Happy Days, the Fonz, yes. Yes, yes, yes. We all knew Laverne and Shirley, yes. Lenny and Squiggy, we all knew what, we know, hey, it's Thanksgiving. It's time for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We got married. We all knew what was coming up. Oh, the cartoons were the shit. Yes. Oh, I love Buffy and Charm too. Yep, all those was good. I couldn't get into Star Trek because Kirk was he was a hoe. I was little when I knew Kirk was a hoe. Well, not little, but but he was a hoe. I said, this woman got 8 hands and he's sleeping with her. This one's purple with bumps all over. He's sleeping with her. He didn't care. Oh, Sonny and Cher show. Yes. Christmas, you knew what all the shows were going to be coming on. I'm serious. That is something that I remember we used to go and look at the lights and stuff, and everybody would decorate, and, people were hanging out. You can walk up. You don't do that shit no more. Yep, doing a puzzle in a TV guy. Oh my God, and the game show, the Osmonds. Oh my God, yes. Those were the good times. The Adam Family, all of those shows. I remember when the Jackson's cartoon would come on Saturday mornings. We talked about the Twilight Zone. What is it? Peyton Place. That was good. We just had a nostalgic moment. We have gone back to some damn shows. Gumpy. Yeah, I remember Gumpy. The Little Rascals. Although that was, when I was growing up, but all of those shows. And you remember when, first it was black and white. I remember I counted my grand, but then when they got color TVs and stuff, my grandmother made a big deal of it. The Bold and the Beautiful. I don't remember black and white, but I remember shows were in black and white. I can only remember color TV, so I don't know. Yep, all the Charlie. Yes, Charlie Brown and his hot. Poor Linus, that little Christmas tree, that one little bulb. Snoopy was no good. All he did was laugh at poor Charlie. Linus needed a bath. He still needs a bath. I'm sorry. Somebody needs to get Linus a bath. I'm telling you, I would do my mother would get so mad at me because I would do the crossword puzzle before she would. She just, oh, the Rifleman. Yes. Yep, the Rifleman. The Three Stooges. Yes, Carol. Oh, Annette Funicello. Yes, I used to love all them Beach Blanket Bingo movies too, with Annette Funicello. And for Frankie, I used to watch all of those too. I'm telling you, can you? Oh, Fat Albert. Yes. Yes. I'm serious. Linus need a bath. He still does. He's got flies flying around him and shit. Okay. So, guys, I'm just like, you still love Peanuts. You remember we used to get the Sunday paper and we couldn't wait to get. I went straight to the cartoon section. I just wanted to see the cartoons. Oh, you accidentally, Sweet Potato, she's sorry. She accidentally deleted your comment, but you're not timed out. I watched the original. I was just talking about Petticoat Junction. There's a little train moving down the junction at the junction. Petticoat Junction. I love Petticoat Junction. Oh, Bonanza. Yes. Hoss. Joe Cartwright. Ben Cartwright. What's the other one? Pearl, the one that played the doctor. What's his name? He had a show too. So we left. So then he went to Little House on the Prairie. Horace never went anywhere, but the other one became the doctor. And Ben, yeah, the Cartwrights. I love them. Love Green Acres. The honeymoon. Petticoat Junction. And then she goes, oh, wait a minute. What's the one? Green Acres. She goes, Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Give me that country. And then she goes, nah, New York is where I'd rather stay. I love that show. I get allergic smelling hay, but she was there in all her little petticoat. The Beverly Hillbillies, Zsa Gabor, her and her sister. Love them. I think we're going to have to, I don't know if they got copyrights on that stuff, because I'm going to have to see, can I find Petticoat Junction? I love Petticoat Junction. I love Jethro on the, the Beverly Hillbillies. And then, all of these shows. Yep, we all knew which night they were coming on. We all know. Now, we used to have an issue until my mom got the second TV, because my brother always wanted to watch, what was it, Gunsmoke? Gunsmoke. He wanted to watch Gunsmoke, and we wanted to watch, what was it? Wasn't Petticoat Junction one? So my mom actually got a second TV. But I used to watch Gunsmoke too. Oh my God. Yep, you didn't have no remote controls at that time. We had to get up and change the TV. You had the antennas and shit. Whoo, those were the days. Oh my God. All right. We had a good time. I enjoyed my time with you guys. I was sitting here thinking if I'm going to make me some gumbo today, and I think I am going to make me some gumbo today. Gunsmoke was, Gunsmoke. What's his name? Fester? Was his name Fester? Festus, whatever his name is. He looked dirty as shit too. That was James Arnaz in Gunsmoke. That man was tall and handsome as shit. I remember Love American Style. I remember that. Hold on, I see a commercial. Hold on, let me grab it. Let me skip it. I got it. Okay. Oh my God. And then you're wait a minute, hold it. Do you put the paper clip on the end to make sure what it look? Girl, I'm telling you. I don't remember black and white. My mom always had a color TV. Miss Kitty. Oh, yes, Miss Kitty. She was in love with some James. I think he was hitting that all the time. Gunsmoke. Oh, my God. Seriously. I love shows like this. We can talk about anything. Oh, yeah. When the president. Oh, wait a minute. Now, let me tell you the only time my family, I think anybody, was when we watched Roots. Okay? When Roots came on, and it was the miniseries, I don't think you heard anybody outside, anybody that had TVs, or if they didn't have TV, which at that time you should have had a damn TV. We all were glued to watch Roots. When they whipped Kunta Kinte's ass, I was so mad. I remember I said, oh, shit. My mother just looked. We all watch Roots. You didn't hear nothing else from outside. You knew everybody was tuned in to watch Roots. LeVar Burton, I fell in love with LeVar Burton then. I'm telling you, Roots. When I think that was like the first miniseries, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was like, or was called like, I want to say yes. And I'm telling you, I was so mad with Ed Asner in that movie. I loved me some Ed Asner, but I was so mad when I saw Ed Asner in that role. I really, really was upset. I remember Leslie Uggams was in there, but Alex Haley's Roots. We were glued for that show. Yep, every day in school, we were talking about, it was like we were glued there. Oh, you had a mild earthquake. Girl, be safe. Roots. And then the next one I think I really liked was Shogun with Toshiro Mifune, but I didn't picture Richard Chamberlain in that role. I really didn't. But Roots was it. See, I thought it was just me. I know it was, Lou, Ed Asner, Lou, whatever his show was with the TV, Mary Tyler Moore, Rhoda, all of those shows. But I was so upset when I saw Ed Asner. I don't know. North and South was a good miniseries too. And I just saw somebody else say that, the Thornbirds with Richard Chamberlain. Yes, I did not. I don't know. I know he was playing a role. I know he played a role. But when you're that age and you see this and you were like, oh my God, it took me a while before I could ever look at him like that again. Oh, yep, Walking the Green Mile, I love Tom Hanks movies. Oh my God, I'm just like, that was the show. I think that was the first. What is she talking about? Michael Clark Duncan. What about Michael Clark Duncan? Is that who she's talking about from the Green Mile? Yep, Shogun. See, I read that book. I read that big ass book for Shogun. And I had pictured every character. I was pregnant with my first son when Shogun premiered. And every time I ate baked turkey wings, rice, and mixed vegetables. That's what I ate every time I watched it. When they had Richard Chamberlain in that role, I was like, how in the fuck do we get him in this role? I said, if anybody didn't know, I mean, it was obvious the man was who he was, but still, but Toshiro Mafu, and I never forget his name. When I saw him in that role, I said, yes, that is who needed to play that role. And I remember his name all the time. Toshiro Mufu. I love that man. All right, guys. Peace and Struggle. They remade Rooster a few years ago. It was good. Okay, I haven't seen the remake. Oh, you had so many questions about the Thornbirds. Yes, with Charlton Heston, the original Planet of the Apes. You know what? We're going to have to find a movie that we're going to all watch together. And I got to make sure it's free on YouTube. So that way we can just watch it together. Yes. They let kids be kids. Now you can't let kids be kids. You have to tell them you got to be careful of this. You got to be careful of that. We would ride our bikes we would be outside when it's dark. And then mama changed that rule. You know, you better be inside before the lights come on. But we were with our uncles, with our cousins. We're riding bikes. We're running up and down the train tracks at the levee. They let kids be kids. You can't do that anymore. Oh, do a 70s trivia. Okay, I can do that. I promise. I'll do the 70s trivia. I can do the 70s trivia. I can do that. So, you know, now it's like you don't trust people. And, you know, but your parents knew who people were. If they said, oh, that uncle had a habit of touch, they're not going to let you around that uncle. But you didn't have to worry about that uncle because that uncle knew that he would get his ass whipped. Yep, we can be on the porch. You couldn't be out there playing. And when my mom was guy, she would come out there and start calling names. I'm like, oh, we're in trouble. Because she started calling off names. It's like, we better get our ass in the house. You could hear him for blocks. So yeah, so I'm just like, you know, and everybody used to say, oh, your mom's so nice. I'm like, have you met my mother? But, you know, everybody always think they, you know, because the mom was always strict with them, but they're really nice to your friends. You know, I'm like, well, have you met my mother? So, but I had a wonderful childhood, a great childhood. My family is really huge and we're all close. So we would admit, Cat, the U.S. Navy Val gives you being a truth seeker. So we would definitely look at the trivia. We would definitely be doing trivia. And I might do it tomorrow night. It depends on who's going live. But guys, Savage is going to go live. I need to get some stuff together. It's always 11. I didn't mean to stay this long, but I was just having so much fun talking to you guys and just enjoying a change of pace. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone being here, everyone sticking around. And I just had a great time with you guys this morning. So again, you guys stay safe. I appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody drop Savage's link, please. Savage is going live. I saw Brooke. I think she's going live in maybe 15 minutes, or maybe she's live now. I'm not sure. But I saw it just flashed on my phone. I really enjoy myself with you guys. I always enjoy myself. I enjoy interacting with my chat. I enjoy reading your comments, and just know I appreciate each. Yes, it is a nice light chit. Yeah, I had no reason to be scared of my mom, but you look back on it. I remember, I'm gonna tell you this when we get out. So, you know, people were talking about kids that are calling you know, the police on their parents for spanking them, right? I looked at my mom one day. I said, oh, shit, you in trouble. I said, we were abused. I'm calling CPS on you. I said, let me find a mark on my leg that I can remember from a switch. You getting locked up today. My mom looked at me. She said, if you didn't call them back then, there was no need to call them now. We used to have to go get a switch. And she would wait till we got in the tub. She was no joke. That woman was no joke. I was scared of my grandmother. Don't ever get the, my grandmother scared the shit out of me. She was 4'6", 4'7". That woman packed a mighty presence. My uncle stand over 6'1". They were scared of their mother. Okay. So my grandmother ruled the roost. My grandpa stood over 6'3". He was scared of a 4'7" woman. So my grandmother is the only woman that ever put the fear in me, because that woman, I don't care how old I was, that woman still put the fear in me. And we had this relationship that is truly it's just amazing. I loved her to death. My uncle would get so jealous of the relationship I had with his mother. My uncle is 2 years older than I am, so he's the baby boy. My grandmother and I were really, really close. Really close. So your mom did too. My grandmother did not play at all. So when they said the matriarch of the family, that's who she was. I look at her obituary sometimes, and I look at the grandkids, the great grandkids. It was grand, great, and great when she died. I look at it, and it's just amazing what branch from my grandmother and my grandfather. When we did our family reunions, it was like every family with the different color shirts on. It's just amazing. So I would be in Texas. I was on the East Coast. I was always back in Louisiana in March. They didn't have to tell me we're giving mama a party. I am coming in for my grandmother's birthday. Don't care. I will fly in for her birthday. And they would tell you, they never had to say, well, I don't know if she's making it this year. They already knew I was coming. And that was a tradition. We would go down for Mardi Gras, and her birthday was right. Even if we had to turn around and come back the following week when I was in Texas, I'm back for her birthday. We're all there for her birthday. So that woman was loved. When my grandfather died, it was standing room only in that church. My grandmother's thing was held in a huge Catholic church. My grandfather was Baptist. It was a nice sized church, but it was standing room only. And they were saying, please get up and let the family sit. Shit, half the people, more than half was family. So, I come from really, really good stock. So really good people. So let me just say thank you before I get out of here. Terrence, my love, thank you for becoming a member. I see Terrence just went live. Terrence, thank you for the $5. Margene, thank you for the $4.99. Big Bad Wolf, thank you for the $4.99. I really appreciate that. Listening, making your egg, Sammy's. I was brought up like Heidi, but Dad used the belt to whoop us, crying when he snapped it before he got there. One got it, we all got it. See, that's my mom. But my dad, I don't think my dad ever spanked us. My grandfather popped me. When I say pop, with his hand one time, he hit me and he had tears in his eyes. Now, my grandmother was a totally different thing. My mother, a totally different thing. But my grandfather, I don't think I've ever heard my grandfather, and he's deceased, ever say a curse word. My grandmother, on the other hand, totally different thing. That man was nothing but respect. Nothing but respect. I can't remember him saying a curse word. And it's not just me, it's all of us. We always talk about that. Always, even my mom and her sisters. I've never heard that man say a curse word. Ever. Ever. I know my cousin has a recording of his laugh. And you come in the house, hey, Chef. That Louisiana, that part, he was that red. So loved him to death. And he was the best grandfather. The best grandfather. He built us. He was the best. Oh, I miss that man. I have to go. Y'all making me really nostalgic here, thinking about my grandfather and my grandmother. Telling you, we were raised with as a village. My aunts, my uncles, my cousin, we all were together as a family. And that's one thing when they say, we go home for funerals and it's like, oh, I haven't seen you. We got to do this more often. But if my grandmother and grandfather were still there, we would all be going down. But once those two, especially my grandmother, once she passed, it was like, everybody started doing their own things. We knew every other year we would be in Louisiana for Thanksgiving or Christmas. But once they passed, the traditions changed. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, my grandfather was the best. He did. He grew every vegetable. He did. He grew everything. We never had vegetables from a store until we moved, except for red beans. But those are packaged until we moved to Houston, and my mother was buying canned goods, and we couldn't take the taste because of the aluminum. And so my grandfather sent my uncles up there with all kinds of stuff. And then someone told my mom about the farmer's market. So when I say my grandfather, he fed a family. My grandmother and grandfather had 10 kids. 10 kids. Hi, Lauren Marie. They had 10 kids. And only one of those is deceased. 10 kids. So, but I think when my aunt died, she died of that rare cancer. I think that took my grandmother. That actually hurt. That took her. And I think that's when her health really started declining. Yep. So anyway, I told you I have a huge family. And they had 4 boys. There's 4 boys and 6 girls. So just imagine my family. And then my dad's side, it's 2 boys and it was 5 girls. So I have a huge family. So, but I love you guys. Have a great Saturday. I'm going to go in here and see what I'm going to cook, but I got to log in so I can get some work done. I appreciate all of you. I'm going to see you later on in Savages Live. Bye, guys. Have a great, great Saturday. Love you. As usual, we're winning. Bye.